Om Gananaham Tva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamasravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Ana Shrinvannutibhis Dasadanam Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Om Prano Devi Sarasvati Vajebhir Vajinivati Dhinam Avitryavatu. Om Sam Saraswati Namaha. Sharada Sharadamboja Vadana Vadanambuje Sarvada Sarvada Smakam Sannidhim Sannidhim Kriyat Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryandam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Samastajana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Gira Mahurudevim Druhina Grihini Magama Vido Harev Patnim Patmam Harasahachari Madritanayam Turiya Kapitvam Duradhigamanissima Mahima Mahamaya Vishwam Brahmayasi Parabrahma Mahishi. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahavidyam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om. Yesterday, we listened to the different aspects of Tantra Shastra, different names, different concepts, different pathas, and also a very important topic in Tantra, which are known as Pancha Tattva, athava Panchamakara. What is the spiritual significance of this Panchamakara? That also we listened yesterday. Today we are going to peep into the different aspects of Tantra Shastra. As we were discussing yesterday, Tantra has a very beautiful philosophical system. But Tantra is not only a philosophical school, it's not only just a darshana. So, in Tantra Shastra, when we study, when we go into the deeper understanding of Tantra, the Tantra Shastra is a link between the different darshanas. Like in philosophical, in Bharatiya Darshana, in the Vedanta, we see different darshanas. We have Sankhya, Nyaya, Yoga. And the Tantra Shastra is a beautiful synthesis of all the darshanas which exist in Bharatavarsha. Astika darshanas. And Tantra Shastra takes us from Dvaita to Vishishtadvaita to the Advaita. This is the beauty of Tantra Darshana, where it accepts everything and then slowly takes us from in whichever level we are to the ultimate supreme goal of our life, which is none other than Jiva Brahma Ikya of the Vedanta or Shiva Shakti Yoga of Tantra. Same thing, different words. But of course, there's a beautiful, very elaborate philosophical discussions But more than philosophical discussion, Tantra's focus is on practical application of the theory. There are any number of shastras available, we can read, but now we understand all that. Now, how can this be applied into our life? This is where the Tantra masters. So, Tantra Shastra takes up some very important aspect of spiritual life and shed lights in this path of realization, which we generally call as sadhana marga. So Tantra, sometimes we do many schools, we have different spiritual practices. But when we read the tantric traditions and then texts, we see that they are heavily borrowed from the tantric schools. So, what are the different aspects in spiritual life which Tantra goes into deep, thinking and gives guidance to each and every sadhaka in this universe? The Tantra says that in this path of Tantra, there is no distinction whether you are a man or a woman, in whichever body you are, in whichever kula you are born. You belongs to any caste or creed or nation. In this path, all are welcome. And in whichever, whether you are tamasic or rajasic or sattvic, you are welcome. Now, Tantra Shastra gives us some insight into practical application of the spiritual life. Tantra first and foremost talks about Guru. According to this tantric tradition, it is very, very important that if we really want to progress in this path of Tantra, we need a Guru. We can read books. Now, this is the yuga of information technology. Everything is on our tip. You can just Google it, everything is available. But Tantra Shastra says that you may be able to read everything unless we are initiated into this path by the Guru. This all will be just a information. So, Guru is a very important aspect in Tantra Shastra. So, if we want to do anything practically, we need the grace, we need the instructions and blessings of our Guru. Who is a Guru? Tantra says, Gakara jnana sampatye rebhas tattva prakashakah ukarat shivatadatmyam dadhyaditi guru srutah. Agamasara says, Guru, G-U-Ru. So actually there are three letters, G-U-R-U. R is known as Rebha. What is Gakara jnana sampatti? One who gives us jnana sampatti. See, what is the goal of my life? Now, how can I reach this? That is, jnanam is needed. Without jnana, it is impossible to realize. So, this jnana is given by the one who gives us this jnana, one who blesses us with this, like a father gives his entire wealth to his children. Like that, Guru gives. What he gives? He gives us the jnana sampatti. Then, tattva prakashakah. Not only that, he gives us some information, but Guru is a one who points out. See, jnana sampatti can be gained from books, but the Guru is the one who actually points out. See, we see, we hear. So there there's a big difference between hearing and listening. Now, we see things, seeing and noticing. There are two things. We see so many things. But if I ask you, what are the things you saw here? We can only remember a few because we are not noticing it. So, who is a guru? Not only one who gives us information, but tattva prakashakaha. What is the tattva behind those informations? And not only that. See, this also can be given by an acharya. Okay, a person who is well versed in the Shastra, he can give us this. But who is a guru? Says, guru is the one Shiva Tadatmyam Dadyat. Guru is that who actually gives us the Shiva Tadatmya, the supreme realization of the Atman. They say that at the time of the Deeksha, we'll discuss about it, the Guru puts his own anubhuti into us. It's like the bija. If the field is ready, but unless the bija, unless the seed is sown, nothing is going to come up. We might be ready, but there is something known as the Guru Kadaksha, Kripa Kadaksha. That anubhuti of the Guru comes to us through the Deeksha, and that is the Mooladhana. That is the capital by which we are able to rise. Dadyat Shivatadatmyam iti Guru Shrutaha. Now, who can, very good, then I also want to be a Guru. Very good. They say, to be a Guru is not very easy. Says, Jnanam Swanubhava Shantihi Vairagyam Vaktrita Dhritihi Shadgunaishwarya Yukto Hi Bhagavan Sri Guru Priye. Parameshwara, Bhagavan says to Parvati Devi, Guru is Bhagavan himself. Bhagavan means what? Bhaga means the 6 guna. No. The 6 gunas are known as Bhagava. The 6 gunas are Bhaga. Bhaga asyasti iti Bhagavan. So what are the 6 gunas of a Guru? Jnanam. He should know, he should have mastery of the Shastra. Not only just knowledge, so anubhavaha. No, a person who has realized. That's why in the Vedanta also, they said 2 things are needed for a Guru. One is, he should know the Shastra and he should be realized also. Jnanam Swanubhava. Next is Shantihi. He should have Shanti. Unless his mind is at peace, he shall not be able to give this peace to his disciples. So he should be in total Shanti. Vairagyam. There should be virakti in the heart of Guru so that he can accept everyone. And not depending upon the name or fame or anything. Vairagyam Vaktrida. So, another aspect of Guru is that he should be able to explain things in a way the Shishyas will be able to understand. See, there could be a master, who is a realized master. But if the Vaktrita is not there, he will not be able to teach. To become a Guru, you need that ability to speak. Communication skills. Without that Guru will not be able to, because, see, what they are dealing is something which cannot be expressed through words. No, it is such a subtle experiences that's which the Guru is trying to communicate. Unless he is able to really understand and that has this communication, his skill, it's difficult to communicate with the Shishya. So, Vaktrita Dhritihi. Dhriti means what? He should be steadfast. He should not be a person who gives up very easily. We know what kinds of shishyas we are, But a guru is a person who keeps on. Sri Ramakrishna says there are three kinds of doctors. One doctor is, he just prescribes and gives. Okay, if you want, you take. Second, he prescribes and then he asks, he calls you, have you taken medicine? And there is a third type. If he come to know that you have not taken medicine, he will come to your house and will open your mouth and will put that. So like that, gurus are also there. Somebody just gave you upadesha. Somebody actually asks you. And there are dhritihi, there are teachers, there are masters who never gives up. See, that's why we should be very careful by accepting somebody as our guru. Why? Once, see, we catching them is one thing, another is they catch us. Once they catch us, our life is, they are not like us. Dhritihi. They have steadfastness in whatever they do. And when such gunas, these 6 gunas are there, such a Mahatma is known as Guru. Next is Shishya. So in Tantra, the first topic they are talking is about Guru. Second is about Shishya. See, Shishya also should be ready. So they talk about Manda, there are Madhyama, there are Uttama, Shishyas are there. Also so that Pashu, and then Veera, and Divya, Shishyas can be there. But what is the quality of a Shishya? It says, Shasitum Yogya. They say, Vivek, Vairagya, etc. But even if Viveka is not there, Vairagya is a dumb person, but if we are ready to obey, if we are ready to try the instructions of Guru, Tantra Shastra says, you can accept him as Shishya. Even if no other qualities are there, but if that person is ready to obey, Shasitum Yogya. Why? Suppose we have all the qualities, but we are not ready to listen what Guru say, then there is no possibility of any kinds of communication, and we do not have any qualities, but we are ready to listen. Then slowly we'll be able to evolve. So Shishya. Third is, important aspect in Tantra Shastra is Ishta devata. In tantric practices, Ishta devata is very, very important. It's only one truth. That one truth expresses in many ways. Ekam sat, but that sat expresses in hundreds and thousands and crores of ways. So, see, actually, all of us, suppose, we are all like Krishna, let us say. But although we all like Krishna, but how we see Krishna is different. Somebody may be worshipping him as Murali Madhava, somebody as the Gitopadeshta, somebody as Chakradhara. No. So, it is very, very important to have Ishta devata in our life. And Tantra says that once you accept Krishna, your Ishta devata, and that is a lifelong bandha. It's like marriage. The old days of marriage. Okay. So it says that it is a lifelong commitment. Once you accept, so don't accept any Ishta devata, it's very fast. Okay. Once you accept an Ishta devata, and that is not only for this life, that devata is for lives to come. So this Ishta devata is a very, very, very important aspect in Tantra. Then comes the Deeksha. It's a very important aspect in Tantra Shastra. Says that, there are two banks. There's a river and there are two banks. Now, a person wants to go from this side to that side. You need a bridge. Deeksha is the bridge. Deeksha is that which changes a person. Yes, a sadha, no, an ordinary man is changed into a sadhaka because of Deeksha. The Deeksha is a very important thing in the Tantra Shastra. They say, what is Deeksha? Two words, Di and Kshay. Da yach is a dhatu. When the Guru gives something to us, because of which Kshaya, all our vasanas, all our, that vasanas which are there in us, all the papas which are there in us are destroyed. That's why Deeksha, Kshaye. It's like, suppose there is lot of, dried leaves. Just because there are dried leaves, it will be there. But you put just, little bit of fire, what happens? That entire leaves are burned down. Deeksha is that which, Deeksha is that process by which the papa vasanas of the sadhaka is destroyed. So, according to the Tantra, the Kala, Desha, everything is very important. And even in the Tantra Shastra, they see our horoscope, Jataka, to see that what was his previous upasanas. Accordingly, Deeksha is given. Deeksha is of different, they say that there are 7 types of Deekshas. Sapta prakara Deeksha. First is known as Kriyavati Deeksha. What is Kriyavati? Kriyavati means the Guru performs some rites, some pujas and havanas, etc., and then invoke the grace of the Ishta devata. And with that, like in olden days, now also, when a girl goes to her husband's home, we give gifts, dowry, etc. Like that, the Guru creates a lot of punya with kriya. And with that process, the shishya is initiated. It is known as Kriyavati. Second is known as Varnamayi Deeksha. Varnamayi Deeksha means, it's known as, there are bijaksharas. In the body of the shishya, at the different chakras, etc., the varnas are written by Guru. By writing those varnas, mandra, bijaksharas, the Shakti is invoked. It is known as Varnamayi Deeksha. Next is known as Kalavati Deeksha. See, there are Panjabhuta Kala, Nivritti Kala, and Vidya Kala. There are 3 kinds of deep science. So, these are the kalas. Panjabhuta Kala, Nivritti Kala, and Vidya Kala. These kalas are invoked in the body of the shishya. Body, when we say, not only this physical body, okay? In the sukshma sharira. And that is known as the Kalavati Deeksha. Then comes Vedamayi Deeksha. Vedamayi Deeksha is by mere thought. A Siddha Purusha, just by their thought, they can initiate the disciples. That is known as Vedamayi, only by the thought. Next is known as Sparsha Deeksha. The Mahatmas, you might have read in the life of Sri Ramakrishna, etc. Swami Vivekananda wanted to experience that, not Swami Vivekananda, the Narendranath Datta wanted to experience that, Advaita Anubhuti, etc. It's believed that Sri Ramakrishna just touched him and then he started to cry. What happened to me? Where is my body? That is known as Sparsha Deeksha. Just by mere spurs, that spiritual awareness can be invoked in the Shishya's heart. That is known as Sparsha Deeksha. Next comes Vak Deeksha. Vak Deeksha means what? That's what generally happens. The Guru calls the shishya and gives him instructions how to practice spiritual life and give the Ishta mantra in the ears of the shishya. This is known as Vak Deeksha. Next comes the Drik Deeksha or Chakshushi Deeksha, or it's known as Sambhavi Deeksha. Just merely they look at us. Just by looking at us, they can actually initiate us into spiritual life. That's known as Sambhavi Deeksha or Chakshushi Deeksha. Drik Deeksha. Now, this is Deeksha. Then comes Abhisheka. As the shishya progresses in his spiritual life, there are different Abhishekas. It's like a graduation ceremony performed in the Tantric traditions. It starts with, Shakti Abhisheka. First, the Acharya, the Guru gives Shakti to the Shishya so that he will start his spiritual life. Next comes Purna Abhisheka. Okay? Then comes Kramadiksha Abhisheka. Then comes Samrajya Abhisheka. Then comes Mahasamrajya Abhisheka. And then the last and final is known as Yoga Daksha Abhisheka. So gradually, taking the shishyas from one stage to the other, and then Yoga Daksha, he becomes a master of yoga. The shishya is entered into the communion or the great experience of yoga sadhana, the communion with the Supreme Truth. Then comes next aspect of Tantra Shastra is mantra. Of course, mantras are there in Veda because each and every mantra, each and every line of Veda is known as mantra. But in Tantra Shastra, this not only the Vaidika mantras, but mantra Shastra is really developed by the Tantra Shastra. What is mantra? Mananat trayate iti mantraha. That which actually helps us by the upasana. Those words, those formulas, if we meditate upon them and practice them, they have this, potency to change us. According to Tantrika Shastra, mantra is the sharira. It's like a capsule. And inside, that devata is there. So, nama and nami are not two. Now, when we say, Om Namah Shivaya, this Namah Shivaya mantra is not just a word, but Namah Shivaya mantra is Shiva himself. So, that is known as, so what is a mantra? Mantra is a sound symbol. Embodying the form, the nature of the devata. So, what is a mantra? Mantra is the power. Mantra is the Shakti and Bodha of the devata. This is what the Tantra Shastra believe. And because of this, mantra sadhana is a very important aspect in the life of, in the school of Tantra. So the mantras are classified in different ways. One of the classification is, mantra is classified as Pullinga, Strilinga and Napumsakalinga. According to the Shishya's abilities. As we know that we are in different categories, according to the Shishya's abilities, the mantra is given. So the Pullinga mantras among the mantra shastra, there are Pullinga mantras. How we know them? This Pullinga mantras ends with hum, Bhat, Vashat, etc. And there are Strilinga mantras. The Strilinga mantras, are known as Vidya. Like we have Sri Vidya. So Vidya. Generally, the Strilinga mantras ends with Swaha. Indraya Swaha, Agnaye Swaha. So Swaha, Vaushat. These are the things which will be there with the Strilinga mantra. And the next is known as the Napumsakalinga mantra. That are the majority of the mantras comes under the Napumsakalinga mantra, which ends with Namaha. Shivaya Namaha, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. So, any mantra which have that Namaha, they are Napumsakalinga mantra. And according to why this, etc., a lot of things to discuss, we have no time. But please understand that mantras has such kinds of classification. And the Tantra Shastra also developed a kind of mantras which are known as Bija mantra. Aim, Hrim, Klim. So these Bija mantras, they are like nuclear bombs. So much of energy is there in each of them. And when this Bija, sometimes there are mantras which only have Bijas. And there are some mantras which will have a Bija in that. That is known as Moola mantra. Om, Aim, Hrim, Klim. Chamundayai Viche. So there is Bija part also, and there is a Pada also. So that is known as the Moola mantra. And like that, there are Vaidika mantra, Tantrika mantra, Pauranika mantra, Laukika mantra, Bija mantra, Moola mantra, Puja mantra, Rahasya mantra. Oh, Tantra Shastra goes in very deep study, analyze, and application of the mantras. Now, there are philosophy also behind it. Why mantras are important? Because Parapashyandi, Madhyama, Vaikari, etc. When this topic comes in Saundarya Lahari, then we will discuss about it in detail. They say that Shabda is not just a sound, but Shabda has so much of potential power in it, by which we can actually invoke the spiritual consciousness in us. So, mantra. Now comes the next topic. It is japa. Now, mantra is given. Now the ball is in the sadhaka's court. He should do japa. So there is uccha japa, upamshu japa, manasa japa. See, when our mind is very much disturbed, then we should chant the mantra loudly. But when our mind is okay, then we should chant upamshu. What is upamshu? Madhya means what? We can hear. Nobody else can hear. And when mind is really calm and quiet, then manasa japa, which is considered as the best. Now, mantra japa is also considered two kinds. One is known as nitya, another is niyama. Many people ask, Swamiji, we are chanting mantra while we are driving, while we are cooking, etc. Is not enough? Yes. It is very good, but not enough. They say that two kinds of japas should be practiced. One is, every day we should find some time, at least 5 minutes, to sit down and do japa according to our Guru's Upadesha. That is very important. And whenever we are doing whatever we are doing, the japa should continue. Oh, Swamiji, I am doing the other time. Yes, that's very good, but that is not. So both should be, practiced. That is, one is we have to. This is not niyama. Mera niyam pura ho gaya. Oh, niyam means what? No, I have completed my sadhana seriously. Now, there are many things, but let us don't go into detailed aspects. Then comes the Purascharana. Tantra Shastra talks about Purascharana. What is Purascharana? Puraha charati. Means what? They say that if we complete or we practice Purascharana, the devata will walk in front of us. Means what? The mantra siddhi will happen to us. What is mantra siddhi? Even when we sleep, the mantra will be going on. Mantra siddhi is not to gain some kind of, outside siddhis. The real mantra siddhi is that the mantra becomes in our, becomes part and parcel of our life. That's why they say, Sri Hanumanji is each and every Roma is chanting Ram, Ram, Ram. That is known as mantra siddhi. And Purascharana help us to gain that. So that is Purascharana. So what is Purascharana? There are different angas. Dhyana, puja, japa, homa, tarpana, marjana, brahmana bhojana. So saptangaha. So if anybody want to do Purascharana, etc., then we should, we should be able to meditate upon our Ishta devata. We should do the puja of Ishta devata. We should do the, japa of the mantra. With that mantra, we should do the homa, like, the shalaksha japa, whatever is laksha japa, and then 1/10 of it is homa, 1/10 of that is tarpana, 1/10 of it is marjana, and 1/10 of it should be the brahmana bhojana. We should feed people. So this is known as Purascharana. Swamiji, it takes at least 41 days. Supposed to complete the Purascharana with 41 or 44 days. That is known as the Purascharana Paddhati. No, we don't have that much time. Okay, you can do one thing. Start from one Tuesday up to the next Tuesday, the 8 days. Okay, do the japa 1,000 times. Although we are not able to do other kinds of, at least do the japa 1,000 times every day, sitting. That also is considered as Purascharana. And there are, like, they say that unless we do Purascharana, they say, and the Tantra in regular, say that either Akshar Laksha, but they say that the best is 24 Laksha. Whatever is your Ishta mantra, in at least once in your lifetime, we should be able to chant this within 41 or 44 days. 24 lakh. Why 24 lakh? 24 is the Gayatri's number. So 24 lakhs of the japa. And 1/10 of japa, 24 lakh, 24,000 homa. Then 1/10 of it, we should do tarpana. 1/10 of tarpana, marjana. 1/10 of marjana, we should do the brahmana bhojana. At least once in our life. That's what, the Tantra Shastra says. It's very important to have the mantra siddhi. So, in Tantra, if you take the detailed descriptions we can get, how to do it, each of them, what are the things we should be careful about, all those things are given. Next comes the Pujanam. The Tantra Shastra, wherever you see here, the bell is ringing, that's actually Tantra. The bell ring, etc. Sometimes we say, oh no, in North India we don't have any Tantra. It's not right. If they are performing any puja, from where this puja is coming? Is this coming from Veda? Whichever type of puja we are performing, that actually comes from Tantra Shastra. But what happened they have taken up so many things from the tantric methods and that they perform it in a very simple manner. But Pujanam, the entire science of puja, originated and maintained and developed by the Tantra Shastra. Now, another is Homa. See, there is a difference between Yaga Yajna of Vaidika. See, to perform a Vaidika ritual, you have to create the Agni. And once you keep that Agni created, then you have to keep it. X and Y, anybody cannot do that kinds of Vaidika things. But what we generally see nowadays, Homa, etc., it actually comes from the Tantra Shastra. How to do this, how to perform, whether it is Ganapati Homa, as I was telling, we call Chandika Homa, Ganapati Homa, any Homas, actually now, even though sometimes they are using the Vaidika mantras, but the entire procedure is taught by the Tantra Shastra. Then comes the Yantra. Very important aspect in this Veda, the Tantra Shastra is Yantra. What do you mean by Yantra? We said, there are three things very important things in this Tantra. One is mantra, next is Tantra, Yantra and Tantra. What is mantra? Let us see. Let us take one example. Like E is equal to MC square. This is a mantra. All of us know. But this we can't do anything. We know this. That mantra is with us. Yantra is that atomic, what do you call that? Where you actually can change, the station, where you can actually apply the mantra. And Tantra is the technique. How you can apply the mantra through the instrument. So Yantra is the instrument to accomplish a means. So Yantra is not only just a, we see Yantra, Sri Yantra hai, Lakshmi Yantra hai. This is actually what? This is an instrument, through which you can attain higher levels of understanding or experiences. So, Yantra, Chakra, etc. they call, that's also a great, very important role in the Tantra Shastra. Then comes Nyasa. Another knowledge, another important aspect which Veda, Tantra teaches us is Nyasa. So there is Andarnyasa, Bahirnyasa. It's a big school. There is Rishyadinyasa, Karanyasa, Anganyasa, and there is Andarmatraganyasa, Bahirmatraganyasa. This is very detailed. What is Nyasa? Nyasa is to keep, to invoke. Invoking the divine grace or invoking the devata in ourself is known as Nyasa. So there is Pidha Nyasa. There are different kinds of Nyasas by which the divine, the feeling, the divine nature, divine Shakti is invoked within us and outside also. Then comes the mudra. We have already learned about mudra, but in Tantra Shastra, they mudam rati. So the different kinds of, the samudra samaradhya. There are different kinds of mudras which they use. Why they do use the mudras? Through the mudras, the Tantra Shastra connects the samashti to vyashti. The total and the individual are connected. Like you see, there is the electricity. That switch is that which actually connects the electricity to this bulb. And they say that mudras, they are developed by the great rishis. By the right application of the mudras, we are able to connect with the total mind. So in Tantra Shastra, mudras plays a very, 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 very important mudra. So in Tantra, they start with 9. They go up to 108 mudras. Different postures. Not only hand postures, even the sharira also. So there are some mudras has to be, even the Padmasana, Kurmasana, Siddhasana. These are also, in Tantra, many asanas are also considered as mudra. What in the Hatha Yoga, what they call as the different asanas, that many of those asanas are also accepted in the Tantra Shastra as mudra. They say that particular mantra should be chanted in a particular asana with a particular gesture. Then they say that the individual the microcosm and the macrocosm are connected, by which great, sadhyata, prakasha of the Shakti of the mantras can be manifested. Now comes the most unique and beautiful and powerful aspect of Kundalini Vidya. The Tantras becomes very famous because of this Kundalini Vidya. Tantra believes that each and every being is potentially divine. Not only in human beings, in every being, that divinity is there. But the human form, when we are in the human life, what happens in all other jivas, our backbone is tiraschina. Now, the human beings, we can sit straight, and there is a possibility of the Kundalini Utthana can happen in human beings. That's why Manushya Jivana is considered as the highest kind of evolved life. So, Kundalini Vidya is believed that the divinity is present in each one of us. But now it's in a slumber, it's sleeping. And through the correct means of meditation and the pranayama, etc., through the sadhanas, what we are discussing, different sadhanas, this Kundalini can be risen and then can taken into the highest. So, this is Kundalini Vidya. Next is known as Chakra Vidya or Padma Vidya. This is also understanding of the Tantra. See, they say that, actually it comes from the Upanishad itself, okay? Upanishad we see that Shatam Cheka Hrudayasya Nadyah. There are 100 nadis from the Hrudaya. Tayo Ekaha Urdhvam Gamishyati, etc., etc. is there in Upanishads also, even in the Vedas also. But Tantra Shastra understood this much more and then understood that in each one of us there are 6 points of spiritual awakening, and they call it chakra or padma. We will discuss this when we study the Saundarya Lahari, because there are slokas where it detailedly explained. So this entire understanding of chakra and Kundalini and chakra bhedana, piercing these chakras with the help of Kundalini Shakti, is also a unique feature of Tantra. Then comes an aspect of Samarpana. The Tantra is a beautiful combination of Jnana, Kriya, Raj and Bhakti. So, it's known as the synthesis of yogas. There are 4 yogas which are there in our spiritual Indian understanding: Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga and Raja Yoga. Tantra Shastra is the synthesis. Tantra Shastra uses all these 4 paths and customize it for the sadhaka. See, each one of us are different. So, that's why the Guru plays a very, very important role in Tantra Shastra, because, he knows that what is the spiritual condition of each one of us, and then the Tantra Shastra synthesis these 4 yogas and gives us the right path. That's why Tantra Shastra becomes very, very important aspect, important place in our spiritual evolution. And Tantra Shastra is that which actually, is the greatest blessing of Sri Sadashiva, by which all beings, especially human, can realize the Supreme Self in this life here. So these are the different aspects of Tantra. There are little more that we will discuss in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.